Good morning. Yes, it is still morning. My name is Nick, and you are on my blog Experience Points, and it is August 30th, which is a Friday. Yeah, it's been a while since I updated Experience Points last, so I apologize for that. I've had a lot of things going on these last couple weeks, so here's a quick vlog post to kind of catch everybody up and let you know where I'm at and how things are going and what I have planned for the future. So, first off, as always, if this is your first time watching or if you're unfamiliar with the layout of these video posts, I cover three big things, which are my work in the role-playing game industry with the Round 10 game engine, my pursuit of my career as an English teacher and how that's going, and also other creative writing or creative works I've been working on, and then finally significant events or situations that have happened in my life since my last post. So, knowing that, let's just jump right in. Let's start with Round 10. Because of some things that happened these last couple weeks, Round 10 has kind of fallen by the wayside for a little over a week, which is really bad because we're fast approaching when I wanted to have it released by. But luckily I've been able to really kick the last few stages of development into high gear here these last few days, probably the last 5 or 6 days. And the rulebook is really coming together, getting the final edits in, working on tweaking some of the areas here and there, still looking at a couple of balance issues that are bothering me. But overall, it's starting to really come together, and hopefully within the next few days here, I'll send it off to my final editor, get the notes back from her in a week or so after that, and then be ready to throw in the pictures, work on layout, and get it all ready to go. So it should be coming soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, but hopefully very soon here. So that feels really good. Other than that, with Round 10 stuff, I made a couple of updates to the website, nothing too huge, but please check it out and let me know what you think at round10rpg.com. As far as my work with pursuing my career as an English teacher or my career in education, well, I don't know if I mentioned this last time or not, I don't think I did, but I got a letter back from the local community college here, which is where I got my 2-year degree, and that letter said that I was 1 credit short of my 2-year degree. Not 1 class, 1 credit, which sucked. So that meant that I could not sign up for the Master's of Education program at St. Scholastica this semester, which was a bummer, but at the same time it was a little bit of a godsend because of some other things that came up. So, what I am currently doing is I'm enrolled in Acting Lab 1 for the fall. It's 1 credit. I know the instructor, quote unquote. He's the director of the play that I was just in, and he's also the director of a couple of the plays that I will be auditioning for coming up. And he said it was okay for me to go ahead and jump into that class and get that credit. So I will get my 2-year degree taken care of and out of the way by the end of the semester, and then be able to sign up at St. Scholastica for the Masters of Education online program and start actually working on my teaching degree, which will be nice. So making progress. As far as significant events in my life, this is going to be a super short post, and that's simply because I'm talking fast and kind of got to get back into the swing of making these posts anyway. But as far as significant events in my life, the last 2 or 3 weeks have been absolutely nuts for me. Started off with me making a pretty harsh decision, not a harsh, but a hard one to come to at least, about a specific person who's in my life, and deciding that that person... deciding to make some very hard changes, and those changes are still having effects coming through to this day, a few weeks later, and I probably will feel those effects for a while. Basically, I'm really working on making sure that the people that I'm spending my time with, the people that I'm spending my energy with, and the people that are with those who I really care about are ones, again, who I care about. So I am weeding out parts of my life that I'm not satisfied with, that I don't respect, and that I don't trust. So it sounds a lot worse than it is, but I'm keeping it vague for obvious reasons. But yeah, made some big changes there, and those are still kind of having effects going forward. And then on top of that, that has affected kind of our regular gaming group a little bit, and who is able to show up or who wants to show up and when, and who is doing what and where with who and that sort of thing. did go to I saw a play that a friend of mine was in. So shout out to Anton Swodajewski if you end up watching these, which I doubt you do. But the play was One for the Pot, and it was hilarious. It was a vaudeville style comedy set in England. Probably it seemed like early 1900s ish, kind of around that time. I'm guessing could be present day too. It really doesn't. I mean, the timeline wasn't really, or the era wasn't terribly important. But it was this high class British family and kind of how they deal with someone's will and distributing the money from that will. It was absolutely hilarious, and Tony did a great job in it. A very physical role for him. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, the trip that I was going on with friends to that play, and then also subsequently to Valley Fair, which is a big amusement park here in Brainerd, or Brainerd, in Minnesota. Unfortunately, I got the news from my brother, and this was 2 weeks ago now, that my nephew, my unborn nephew Connor, had passed away. So I had to cut my trip short for obviously had to leave before we went to Valley Fair. Met up with my grandparents, talked with them, and then was picked up by my parents and brought down to Mankato, which is where my brother and sister-in-law and their family lives. And we were with them for almost an entire week. Yeah, had the memorial service the following Tuesday, so I was with them Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so just shy of a week. And then came back to Brainerd Wednesday, and then worked on my 5K training on Wednesday evening like I have been the last few weeks. And then went back to work Thursday, Friday of that week. So, and then Friday I left again for Wilmer with a couple of friends, and we went to the Renaissance Festival on Saturday. And then I met up with family again on the following Sunday and went to the State Fair. So it's been just a really just packed couple weeks. And in addition to that, found out that my roommate is looking to get another place, so she will be moving out in a month. So I will have a new roommate coming up, and I have to deal with the transition with that and buying furniture, because pretty much all the furniture in the apartment is hers, other than some bookshelves and a futon. So I'm looking at, like I said, some big changes. This has been a rough couple of weeks. There's been a lot kind of coming to a head at once for me and kind of having to deal with it all. So there's that. But I've been making it through it, obviously, thanks to the support of a lot of people around me. Just want to say that I have the most wonderful friends and family that anybody could ever ask for. I mean, I really, really feel that way, and I really mean that. So, yeah, so things are looking good going forward, at least. Round 10 will come out. I'll have my 2-year degree. Today, I suppose I should talk about that. Today is my official last day as Assets Protection at Target, so that's kind of a bittersweet day. Bitter in the way that I love Assets Protection, and I really do enjoy it. But sweet in the way that it's not what I want to do as a career. I've done it for 4 years now, and I really feel that it's time for a change. Sweet in that I will be taking on less responsibility at work, so that will reduce my stress level, which is huge for me right now. But bitter also in the fact that I'm not getting a guaranteed 40 hours anymore, and I'm also taking a pay cut, so that's going to be a little rough for the first couple weeks here. But hopefully I'll be able to manage that just fine. Looking at some part-time jobs in the area. I know that there's work, I just have to find it, and I may have to lower my standards and work for places that I really didn't want to in the past, but oh well, that's life. So yeah, that's me. That's what I got going on. That's what happened these last few weeks. Sorry for the long wait in post updates, but like I said, it's been a very busy last couple weeks, and it's going to be a very busy couple weeks going forward, at least until round 10, the roommate moving out and the new roommate moving in, and all that is taken care of. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for following Experience Points. If you have been, thank you for all of your support. And I look forward to doing another post, hopefully in a few days here. So I will catch you on the flip side.